Alright, hello. It's probably my third take. I don't know. I don't remember. But I need to start these videos better. But I am gonna discuss my hot takes. My hot takes that are probably wrong because I'm not a good artist, in my opinion. Um, so today I'm gonna just rant, not rant, just gonna say stuff. Hold on, there's something outside. Okay, there we go, it's gone. I'm just gonna say stuff about how I think silhouettes are not important, or I should say, not as important as people might say it is. Again, I'm an intermediate artist. I can draw, but like I have a lot to improve on that I want to improve on, of course. So take my take whatever I say with a massive grain of salt, probably the size of Eiffel Tower. Just take a big piece of salt and put it above my takes. Okay, I'm not the best person for you to be listening to because I'm also learning, and also this video is for fun. I just want to talk, and I'm gonna be drawing Hello Kitty while doing it because she has a very strong silhouette. Her bow and her ear and her whiskers and like the overall ovalness of her head shape really is really recognizable from any angle. If I turn this black and white, you can tell it's still Hello Kitty. So yeah, I'm just gonna be drawing her. But yeah, um, first off, I want to say I think silhouettes are still a very good thing to learn when it comes to artworks. It's just not as important as people imply. Alright? Like, there's probably a lot more uh, better things people can spend their time learning other than uh, silhouettes, and also better things that they can emphasize on than silhouette, because I think silhouette's a very shackling uh, thing. And firstly, I think it's just that there's a lot more important things to learn before silhouettes. Um, Not to take away from silhouettes, silhouettes are still important, but I think contrast, if you just focus on contrast, it better um, represents or like better emphasizes the um, character's design, because like you can have a good silhouette, yes, but like if the contrast of the character doesn't exist with the materials, the shapes, like there's contrast everywhere, right? And like if the character doesn't have that, like if who cares if you have a good silhouette or whatever, right? It's still gonna look bad somewhat. So yeah, there's probably more important things uh, to learn. What else? What else was I gonna talk about? And speaking of, there's more important things to learn. I just don't think people. Uh, it's not important most of the time, I guess. It's like there's a lot of popular media characters that they don't have good silhouette. Like that's not really a negative. For example, Spider-Man. Like, yeah, oh, Spider-Man has this iconic pose, which I'm gonna get to later. I'm gonna talk about that also. But I don't. Spider-Man's just a guy in a tight suit, right? I don't think Spider-Man's design is anything special. It's a guy in a tight suit, right? Like, but like, why is he so iconic then? Oh my god, why is he so iconic then? It's more about like his character, or like his progression as uh, as a person and how he deals with everyday struggles or whatever. It's like the relatability of someone having responsibilities in their life, and they just want to, like, it's easy to let go, but like, you don't, because you're a strong person with uh where am I going with this? I don't know. Where was I going with that? I don't remember what I was saying. Anyway, silhouettes. uh I was talking about contrast, or like, oh yeah, there's a lot of characters that are iconic and they don't have good contrast. I said Spider-Man, and another example is Superman. I don't think Superman has a good silhouette. Yes, he has a cape, but like that's about it. Almost all the heroes has capes, so I don't think that's really part of his design. Oh my god, this jaw is so bad. Alright, there's just other characters that are more iconic than the ones that have good shape, uh, silhouette. I don't know, like, who are the popular characters that have good silhouette? Mainly game characters, because you have to recognize the game characters from afar, you know? Unless you're designing for a game specifically, I don't think silhouette is all that important. Then again, there's a lot of game characters also that don't have good silhouettes, so, that also applies. Um, and like with the posing, or with the super Spider-Man thing, oh, he has a good silhouette because he purchased like this. He purchased like, hold on, let me just draw a quick. Uh, because he poses like this, and that's iconic, you know. Like, yeah, but like, I don't think that's a part of silhouette. At least, like, I don't know. It may be a part of silhouette, but I doubt it is. Um, it's like, I think posing is a separate part of silhouette. I think when I think of silhouette, I think of characters that are just standing still, and they have I don't know, they're just standing still, and like that's their silhouette. It's like you can make any character look like have a good silhouette if you have them on the dynamic pose or whatever. It's just, yeah, I don't think it's a part of calculating for good silhouette. Um, Hold on, I'm focusing on the drawing. Okay, wait. You're gonna hear my take in 10 seconds. Hold on, let me just focus. Don't close the video, please. Hold on. How many? It's so bad. Why am I even making this video? I'm so bad. So bad. Okay. My other take is I think just leaning in too much on the shape language or silhouettes or whatever, I think it just makes the character look more bland also. It's like, I don't know if I'm the only one that realized this, but there's certain types of character design where like, oh, I've seen that already. Like, I don't know, there's just a lot of those that I've seen. Uh, what else was my argument? Man, I don't remember. I think that's it. Oh man. Anyway, yeah. I mean, go check on the comments if you know. I don't know. Say anything if I'm right, if I'm wrong, if you hate me now. But yeah, that's my take. I think silhouettes are not important at all. As not as important as people stress it is. Or maybe I'm just bad at art. Probably the latter. Anyway, bye bye.